Hello, Francesca.
Allah, how are you?
Good. Just good to connect with you today. It's just a good timing thing.
Absolutely. When the time is right, then things unfold.
Oh, wonderful. Because we've been trying to get together for a chat for a little while.
Quite a while.
And then sometimes it just converges like that.
It's the best. I think it's the best when you let nature take its course and go with the flow, sometimes without planning too much, because planning comes a lot from the mind, right? And sometimes the mind is not in sync with the heart. So when everything, shifts together, then things can happen. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, when everything shifts together. That's it. I think it's like it's like the human is has got two sides.
Yes.
I think we all have two sides, and that's what you talk about shift together. It's like you have to get the two sides of you to kind of align.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think here on earth is quite a task, it's quite a task to, I think, have the detachment to observe two sides. What is the material and what is the more spiritual, without trying to force one or the other and try to balance them a little bit. So for me, it's definitely a nice experience. Not always succeeding one way or the other, but try to manage both of them.
I like that. So to sometimes it's hard. Yes, sometimes it's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Sometimes it's sad or frustrating. These are just parts of life, whether you're married or you're single.
That's very true. Yes, I think there are benefits on both, as a single person and as a couple or married, a situation. And like we said, there is always on earth two faces, the good and not good, or the positive and not positive, of things. So you can really, I think it's really up to us as human beings to make sure we perceive them properly. Many times as human beings, we're never happy with what we have. Oh, I have this, but I would like this change to happen. Then that
Mm-hmm.
happens, and you're not happy even in that change. Yeah. Isn't that true? That we
It's
always
just the
try to
way of
look
the
for
human.
something, and then
Oh,
we have
yes,
it.
that's the way.
Oh, maybe that is not really bringing happiness. I would like this. And at the end, when you remove everything you want and you pause and reflect on you and meditate, then you may feel much more complete, much more full.
Inside.
Mm-hmm.
It feels complete inside.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
like the completeness is within.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, the happiness is within.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, when we look out, we cannot see the happiness.
Yeah. And for me, honestly, I had several experiences where you find that deep place inside of you, and
Mm-hmm.
you're so much more filled up with genuine, pure happiness that then you
Mm-hmm.
go and reflect that outside with your spouse, with
Mm-hmm.
your children, with your family
Yes,
community, right?
with another.
But I think we need to give ourselves time to get to that point, especially people that get into maybe spiritual search or meditation right away. They want to experience this. Oh, but I don't feel it. I feel like I'm sitting 5 minutes in meditation and I don't get anything. It's a work in progress, I think it takes months, years, and years in practice and discipline to do it every day to get to an easier spot where you can get there and connect to yourself more easily. As an athlete like you
Yes.
and me, like we know that we had to work really hard with discipline to get where we were, like, me, professional ballet dancer, you like athlete, bodybuilder, and personal trainer. You kind of need a little bit of a discipline and schedule every day to commit. Today I'll do this, even if I don't feel
Yes,
like.
there's consistency is required.
Because
It
many
must
times
be
I don't feel to
developed,
do stuff.
yes.
Yeah, but we need to do it anyway.
Training, yes.
Exactly.
But people don't like to hear that. People don't want to hear that it takes years and years and years. You cannot tell this part.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to tell them it's a simple thing for you to do, and everyone can do it too, because they only like simple.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody wants simple and fast and guaranteed. That's all they want.
Yeah.
So this is how the mind is. This is how the mind wants it to be: simple, guaranteed, easy, one answer. That's how we want it to be. It's how the mind is. It's not real. It's been tricked. It's been fooled. It's been fooled like this. It's been fooled to believe these things.
Yes.
It's been
Yes.
fooled by life to believe these things. It's been tricked into these kind of ideas.
Yeah.
But we can bring it back to the truth. We can bring it back to the truth through practice, through consistency,
Exactly.
through discipline, through routine. Yes, it can come back again, but people don't want to begin when they hear that it takes years to develop. No.
Right. Do you think, John, that we as human beings are always trying to search is based because our lives are constructed in a way that we have so many things that we want to do. So the illusion, I have to do this. So this has to be simple for me to achieve. Because in reality, if we had nothing to do, like let's go back to maybe 1,000 years ago, and we didn't have a lot of information or things to do or a car, like life would be so much more simple. So it would force us to slow down, that we like it or no, you know? So my concept is, if we were really slowing down, maybe we don't want things to be so simple and quick, because we do have the time to accomplish things, you know? I'm not sure if that makes sense.
It's the pace of the life. Yes, it's a result of the pace of the life. Right.
Yeah,
So the mind has been tricked by the pace of the life, by the things that they see and they hear around them, by the way that the world has been speeded up, like in a way that is unnatural.
yes,
It's come out of nature. The
yes,
world is not in a natural state.
true,
So we are living in an unnatural state, like almost like a war zone.
very
We're
much.
living in a war zone. So you're trying to have a relationship in a war zone. You're trying to raise a family and a child in a war zone, where there is a conspiracist, someone who's even maybe against the family order,
Oh, yes,
against the love between two. And it's in between you and your other. It's their device. It's their screen. It's their partner, their mate,
yeah,
that's closer to them than you, that spends more time with them than you, that
true.
leads them more than you.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yes. So there is an infiltrator
Yeah,
in your relationship.
so true. Very true.
Right, between your
Very
child
subtle.
and your partner. Yes, so the only real relationship is the one you have with you.
True, true. Yeah.
The answer is only one place: within you.
Yes, 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 yes,
That is the only truth that there is.
yes,
The other thing that you hear is illusion.
yes. Yeah. It's confusion, trying to get you out
Confusion.
of your,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Distraction. Yes.
Hmm.
So if you can learn to shut it off, turn it out, it doesn't matter. I had to do that for some time. So I had to lock myself in my basement for some 7 or 14 years to try and realize those things. But everyone can do it, but how to shut off the noise?
Yeah. I
How to
think
shut off the noise?
I think there are different ways to see this or approach. Like for me personally, my personal journey started out of a quite difficult time of my life as very young teenager, and at that time I lost my dad, and all of a sudden,
I
and I
lost my
was
mom.
15, and that created
I was 18.
yeah, a reaction really of wondering about life, why I was here, why things happen, why to me and not to other
Mhm.
people. And so it was
Mhm.
really like an open heart, let's say energetic surgery that happened in me, like
Mhm.
now what's left of me, like why am I here, what am
Yes,
I doing? And I started
I
digging
can
into
relate.
books, spiritual work, reading, and at my time back in my country of Italy was very even rare to find anything holistic based, like how do I find
No.
answers to, there was no internet, no social media, nothing like that.
Yes.
And so it was a little
Mhm.
by little step, and I really had to trust my feeling. I could not stand to just feel separated. Okay, I'm in this body, I have these maybe qualities or not, but why do I feel so different and separated to life? And so I had to
Mm.
really go and try to find the way, and luckily I did find many answers through my spiritual search. And I think it can happen through a dramatic experience, or maybe because you are just ready to welcome this and you feel that you want more, you want to learn more in life. So,
It has to
so
be an uncomfortable situation that makes it happen. Something
yeah,
uncomfortable happens, but it happens to everyone that we hit this point, whether we get sick
yeah,
or we separate
yeah,
from our partner or our child
yeah,
or our parent passes,
yeah,
some loss of relationship, or our career fails
yeah,
and we are bankrupt or financially distraught. Something happens in the life that makes us start to question the life, deeply question the life. Something very painful has happened. There's been some sort of chaotic event that is actually like the catalyst for something new, something possible,
yeah,
some new possibility
yeah.
that we can find an answer that is not around us, but it is within us, and we can get there and we can find it and we can find a peace and an ease. And when we do, then we want to share that truth with others. And so that is a part of us.
Yes,
That is within us. And that is within everyone who comes there and arrives there. And those people want to share that with others passionately. They're passionate about it. And this is not wrong. It's
yeah,
very good. The
yes,
world needs it.
yes,
The world needs you to do it and share that with them. Some people need to hear it from you. A mother who lost their father at a young age. Some mothers that lost their father at a young age will identify with this. Some fathers who lost a mother will identify with it too.
definitely. Yeah,
Yes, and so they need to hear your voice. Your voice has a message. It has a light that it brings to the people that need to hear it. So you have to bring it. So it's a thing that you have to share, and there's a value there, and some people need it.
yes, yeah,
Yes. So to make a space where you can share that light that you have in you, that passion that is in you, that you have to share, it's a part of your purpose. that you have to share it. It's a part of your, it's going to fulfill you and your life. Yes, you need it. It's like a fire inside of you. Yes, you need it. It's not wrong.
No.
It's not bad. Although some people in your life will think it's wrong or bad because
Absolutely. Yes.
the thing that you want to do requires you to focus deeply upon it and take your focus away from some of the things that are around you.
Oh, I've experienced
Your
that for sure.
roles.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. That's not bad though. Sometimes it seems bad to one, but this is the thing. If you go by the one around you, you'll never get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You cannot follow the one that is even closest to you because they're often the one most scared of what you're saying you want to do.
True, true. And also, everybody has at their own, like in their own journey. And so to impose or try to maybe convince somebody, oh, let's do this with me, like, or why don't you do that? It cannot be really the proper way to address this because they would not be maybe ready or interested or not karmically in that spot to make it.
That's right.
The only thing I can say to me is when I connect with people that are like-minded, like-hearted, I like to say better, on the same vibe, let's say, it's very instant, the recognition and the up-leveling energetically. So most likely you feel more joyful, you feel more free, you feel more in tune, and you can be more like yourself because you know that they
it's not bad.
They
It's
understand
good.
and after a conversation you might feel even more energized because
Right.
there's a common
It's not bad.
ground in there.
It's good.
It's really, really beautiful because sometimes you can find these people that are completely like thousands of miles away, but they're so much in tune with who you are. And maybe the people around you that are like, I would say UFO, like completely on a different level.
But that's how it goes, though. That's how it goes because the other side of you that's closest to you is usually the other pole.
Yes.
There's two poles in life. Is that life contains two, and your life will have to contain two. Mm-hmm. Everybody's life has to contain two. That means like one side that's up in the blue sky and one side that's down on the earth. Mm-hmm. There's two sides, and there's infinite degrees between the two. So everyone can stand at any degree along the continuum, infinitely along the continuum, and see it from their side, closer to the sky or closer to the earth, and think that they have it right from their point of view.
Yeah.
It will seem right from their point of view, and they'll point at you and look at you and say this or that about you. It doesn't matter what they say, though.
Yeah. That's very important. It's very deep.
But can you realize that it doesn't matter what they say, though?
Sometimes I don't think we almost ever realize because we take it so personally, and then we suffer. We feel like inferior. We start to believe that we have no power. We start to really
and they take you give your power away to them. You don't stay in your power because of them.
Yes.
You gave your power away to them. It's like you have to get resolved to stand strong in your power. Mm. But I tell you, though, one big thing about what you're talking about is money. this is a big thing. This is two things, because this is a spirit, there's a desire, there's an emotion, which is the true currency, is emotion and relationship. This is the real currency. But in the world, which is the real world, which is kind of like not really real, but it's the world in which we live. It's the physical, tangible world. It runs not from emotion, it runs on money.
Yeah.
This is the thing. And so, if your passion makes you money, then you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. And it's also depending how you see the material aspect of money and richness is just a form of energy, is a flow.
Right, that allows a freedom in your life.
Right.
That permits freedom for you to do. That's what the money is. It represents your freedom. You see, if you have all the money in the world, you have all the choice and freedom in the world.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But it's also true that you can have all the money in the world you want, and maybe you get sick and you can go in the highest hospital possible, and if that's
still not happiness, joy, and health. No, it's not. It's so the true authentic energy is emotional or energetic or health. That is the true authentic energy. But health doesn't pay your bill.
Right.
Okay, so there's a money that pays the bills and a health that propels your happiness.
Right. Yes.
Okay, so two, always two.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I honor both, then it can be. Does it make sense?
Yes. Yeah, I totally understand. And from a higher perspective, though, if you believe that you're not disconnected from, life or God or whatever
part of it,
you can try to really tune yourself to higher, levels and pray and ask for something to be given to you that you need at the moment, not just because you like it, like if you, and I had plenty of situations where I was in need of something and I genuinely prayed and it was given to me in a very unexpected way, from strangers that I would never expect to in different, absolutely, I could give examples, and it's all depending also on I think how connected you feel you are to life. We can define that as faith or spirituality, alignment, all of those things, because we always take things as human beings that I need to do this, I need to solve this. But then if you take an airplane and go up and see things from above, human beings are so tiny, like homes are so tiny, so if you go in a higher perspective, you understand you are really nothing in this universe, and if you can connect to a higher source, you can be receiving any type of help you need, but I think it requires a form of attunement and faith and belief in this in order to work.
Oh yes, it definitely doesn't just happen like a quick, simple solution. No, you have to deeply connect to the emotional energy, and you have to make a commitment to that. And then if you have that deep spiritual desire or feeling inside of yourself, and if you can contemplate and create a way that you can fulfill that desire that you have within your heart, and you can create an income from it, you can create some dollars and cents, then it makes sense for your life, because then it makes it be a part of your life. Like it makes it tangible part of your life that can be helpful to the other people in your life. Then the other people in your life will benefit from it too. And then they will begin to support you, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, yeah, it totally does. For me, on my personal level, I think the work that is the most fulfilling in general, whichever work you might consider, is the one that is of service for others. of
Yes.
any type, different ways, and if you
Yes.
feel that you have the qualities or you really enjoy, like you can make a profit and a living, is the best way, for me as an artist and athlete, and for you too. So I think we were blessed with also many challenges to do this in our lives, because it was also very challenging, at least on my end. But at least I had many moments on my career or teaching where I was really feeling so inspired, inspired, and to tears, because it was so beautiful what was happening between me and my students, or what I was creating, a choreography, whatever it was. And that's where, like, oh my goodness. Or when, I have my students reaching and, writing like some thank you notes, or, Christmas letters. And that's the best, because you can
An
really see.
emotional payment. Yes, you feel this emotional payment. This is the authentic energy, the gift that is
Exactly.
real in your
Exactly.
life. But it doesn't pay your bills. And so you still have to have something that pays the bills.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you still have to provide a service of some kind that's a tangible, that generates an income. So this is the thing. If you can make your dream, this dream to have a retreat or something where you can have deep conversations and supportive conversations with other adults that are maybe, in this middle part of their life where they're trying to find reality and trying to find true happy and true healthy and true passion and desire and purpose in their life. Like they're looking for that. So then you can start to have um, empowering conversations with them.
Yeah.
They're open to personally develop, and then they're open to maybe listen and have a conversation. But this is it. Like, in order to have someone that is ready for this, they have to be also a little bit maybe broken by their life. So
Yeah.
it's like someone that's over 45. It's someone this is over 45 or 50, someone who is at the midpoint of their life where it's like there's in their second half now, and they're starting to say, well, what did I do wrong? Maybe,
Right.
why am I not, I have this and I have this and I have this. Why am I not happy? Maybe, or this happened to me and this happened to me, and why did it happen to me? And they start to ask a different question or ask it in a different way. So now they're ready for a deeper relationship with you.
Completely agree. That's exactly what is also my passion for both of us on a similar age group, like to have that awareness that really is born after a certain age, like what is left of my
Mm-hmm.
life. Most of us
Mm-hmm.
maybe had families or no, but or the kids are grown, or and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, now it's really about me. Who am I? What am I
Mm-hmm.
gonna do? Because we know that life at some point is gonna end for everybody. So it makes it more
Mm-hmm.
important each day. How do I invest myself energetically in what I do? How do I, use my time here? And I think that spiritual or not spiritual people get to that spot in their lives, like either they want to get better, healthy on muscular level or
The
spiritual level,
physical.
breath. And so to offer some type of help, and collect some information and offer some type of help, it's really beneficial, because there's a lot of also retreats for people that are really young and free, and go here, there, like, but for people on our age group, sometimes
Hmm.
it becomes challenging also to find the right week, for instance, because the busy still with work and family.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
just offer, for me, is also important if we were to do something, to offer something that is affordable, because in reality lots of retreats are overpriced,
Well,
and
almost maybe you start this retreat like almost maybe it even starts online. Like it starts like, and this is most affordable, right? And it starts off with even it's just a few hours that people are coming together to share an alternative thought process. This is how it begins. Is it
Yes.
begins that way, and then after you get a certain amount of people that are there, committed there, financially small, affordably, from that group of people, some of them, one of them, two of them are ready to spend a little bit more and go a little bit further with you. And then you've got this part that's a little bit further. Once a year, you have this bigger event that you have. That's
Yes.
once a year, or once in the summer. I do it in Canada and the north, and once in the winter I do it down south in
Yes.
the south, right? So I spend a week before I bring my family, or I stay a week after with my family, but I spend a week and I do a work week there where that's a commitment to somebody else. So there's a time that you spend with your part of your life, and then the other part of your life, and that other part of your life pays for that part of your life. And see, now it's a
Yeah.
balance of two. You see this?
Exactly. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's absolutely the challenge for
Right.
people that are, in family. They're not single. They have maybe some type of family
That's
going
how
on.
you
They have
do
to.
it. You put this money thing in the middle there, and
Hmm.
then you can do it. You make the sense now? You
Yes.
see this?
Yes.
Right. So it's to have this vision and to talk about it and to generate some dollars at that thing that can support this other part of your life. If
Right.
you do it this way, then it is okay.
Yeah, and I think also it might be just my idea, but also offering some sort of retreat online and then maybe also in person, coming from a female and a male energy can resonate to a larger group of people because I might see myself, maybe I will resonate better if I have a female coach because it can relate more to, and maybe for you the same, or maybe that there's a couple interested and they both want to have a little share of, the masculine energy and feminine
That's
energy,
right.
and so
They want
that's,
both. You have to have both at the retreat. There has to be a female teacher and a masculine teacher at the retreat for sure, or numerous female and numerous male
right.
treat. There has to be this. Like it has to be. It cannot be one-sided.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It cannot
exactly.
be one-sided. There's
Yeah,
nothing that is one-sided. A cyclops is one-sided. This is how the world is, one-sided. Like it's
exactly.
not real that way. As long as we stay in that type of life, then we are continuing to do the same thing. That's what's happening in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree with that. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
so the freedom is both. Is to see that it's not good and bad, but it is masculine and feminine. That
Yeah.
there is thinking and feeling here. That's what's here. Not plus and minus even. It feels like one is good and the other is bad. Like
Yeah.
it almost feels like one is less than the other. It's not this. It's like the sun is better than the earth. Okay, like we need the sun and we need the earth.
Yes.
Like you cannot have one without the other. It's not really better than, but
Yes.
there is an origin.
Yeah.
There is an origin that comes, maybe you say it starts in the light.
Mhm.
But it cannot work without the air of the mother of the earth. It needs both. So
Exactly.
maybe it did start by the light to grow the tree that grows and makes the air, but we need the two nevertheless. It's not one or the other, but it always does begin one way, that the seed comes from the light
Mhm.
and goes to the mother. Is
Yes.
how it goes. But the two are both there, and they both need to be there.
Absolutely.
Uh, yes, and so each one is a little creator
Hmm.
made in the image of creation,
Hmm.
and each one must create in their life to fulfill their life. And they must create in their life their dream. Each one must create in their life their dream for themselves. And that dream must sustain and propel them to create free joy and happiness for themselves.
That's
Each one
beautiful.
must learn how to do that for themselves.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, it's the true purpose of life. Everybody has a different purpose. They have to feel it
Right?
inside. The difficulty is that probably many people or children can already have a feeling, and then it's overshadowed sometimes that life and all the informations they get, and then they get
This happens to
confused.
everyone. That
Yeah.
happens to everyone. So this is going to happen to everyone. And you have to accept it's going to happen to your child.
Yeah.
It's going
Yeah.
to happen. It has to happen to everyone. Let it. Don't try to fight against the life.
Yeah.
We all try to fight against it, but you have to go through it.
Oh, wow. Mhm.
You have
Beautiful.
to go through it to
Yeah.
learn from it
Yeah.
and get out of it. All you need to do for your child is get out of it for yourself
Yes. Yes.
and show them what you did that was right from what you learned in your life. And
Wow.
then they will do it too in
Yeah.
their life, in their way, the way that they need to. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to go and hold them. You have to let them go and do it.
Yeah.
And you have to do it too
Yeah,
for
it's
yourself.
always, yeah, no, it's amazing. Like you're really dropping drops of light and golden in here, because it's such a deep reflection. And as human beings, we label ourselves into, oh, I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I'm this and that, and then that creates the little attachment, ego. I'm this, so I have to be. But when you remove that and you're like the human being watching life, that doesn't mean that you don't care, you don't take charge of what's happening in your life, but it's a very different perspective, than just, oh, I'm this, I have to, because you get so involved into something that your consciousness shrinks down and you see
You there
only
for
what you want to
14
see.
years, 20 years, 21 years. That's your role for maybe 21 years if you stay in there for a good long time. But then after that, you're done with that. And now there's
Mhm.
another part of you in your life. It's not
Yeah.
going more than this.
Yeah.
After 14, your child doesn't even really want to hear you much too much anymore. So just let go of that role now. And then begin to see something bigger is here for
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
than that. Okay, so this is a mother, and she loves. It's what she does. The mother, she loves unconditionally. She supports and she loves, but this is what she does. She loves beyond her own health, her own healthy boundary. She'll love until she is sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then she has to make herself well by turning that love onto herself.
Which is not easy most of the time, because you're
No,
so
it's a big
concentrated on your
switch.
child.
It's been directed to them.
Yeah.
And now I have to learn how to redirect that same love back into myself just as intensely as I gave it to my mate or my child or my friend or my job. Whatever you got overly done into in your life, you got out of balance with food or drink or drug or woman. It doesn't matter what you got drunk in. You're going to have to come out now and get that drunk about yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to take what you learned and share it with somebody else so that you can get some money and pay your bills, because that's life.
It's a cycle.
That's
It's a
not
cycle.
bad.
That's,
That's just the reality of it.
uh,
You
yeah.
have to be paid in a physical reality. So yes, you want it to be affordable, and so you do an affordable thing. You have an online retreat. We have an online retreat. We offer an online service. It's an affordable thing. Then you've got a higher ticket offer.
Yeah.
You've got a middle ticket offer. You've got a higher ticket offer, and you have an annual retreat. It's
Mm-hmm.
another thing that you do on top of what you do. It's like I do this, and I
Yeah.
do this, and I
Yeah.
do this, and once a year I do this
Mm-hmm.
because it fulfills a part of me.
Yeah.
It's a part of my annual cycle. Every time I go around the sun, I want to talk about this with
Yeah.
somebody new. I want to have this conversation, and I want to share it with somebody different and have it be born and grow in another way and see it in another child grow and go.
Exactly.
In
Exactly.
another client to go with that idea, and for them to send you a note and say, oh my gosh, that changed my life and it changed it in this way. And you hear that story,
Yeah.
that's your payment.
Yes. Totally so. Totally so. To me personally, I wanted to ask you: do you ever, or did you ever feel initially when your children grew up and they're more independent, feel a little bit guilty to take time for
Mm.
you? Because that happened to me. Like, oh, my goodness, I'm gonna be guilty if I take this half an hour for me because I'm not
Oh,
putting my
that's what
attention.
mother feels.
Yeah.
Yes, the mother is in you, and the mother feels like this, guilty for loving herself. But I tell you, masculine, father is a little bit easier to love himself. I say there's two types of love here. There is the masculine, is more rigid, it's more concrete, it's more like a disciplined love. This
Yeah.
masculine. It's a commitment. It's masculine.
Mm.
Okay, the feminine love is more compassion and empathy and listening and being there for the other and sacrificing for the other. This is the feminine. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's two kinds. This father is looking down at his work and down at his work, and he's working and working. He says, don't bother me, don't bother me. And the mother is around taking care of everybody, feeding everybody. Her love is outwardly. Father's love is down.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Mother's love is out. Okay, so he learns only to look down. She learns only to look out. But back to back, they are whole. They are one.
Beautiful. Wow.
Okay, but he has to see what she does, and he has to learn it too, and she has to see what he does and learn it too, so that both can see
Yeah.
properly, not like a cyclops like everyone around me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, that's very deep, and I wish also
There's two
couples would
sides.
see, if they would see things the way you're describing, it would be probably easier also for many relationships to coexist and also appreciate each other's more. Appreciate from a
That's
really
it.
beautiful higher point of view. Yeah,
It's two poles. They cross intersect. They
yeah.
cross intersect. They come together for a moment and they keep on going that way. It's not always, it's not like this. Okay,
Bravo.
it's not
Yeah,
parallel lines. These are perpendicular lines. It's an X and Y axis here.
yeah,
Okay, it's like we learned it in mathematics. It's a two planes. Okay, one X, one Y is perpendicular. They cross, they meet for a moment, and then they are gone. That's how it
exactly,
goes. Okay, so
exactly.
respect that of each other. One is not bad and one is good. It's two ideas here. One is left in the east and one is left in the west. Okay, you have to put the two together to be whole and one. Okay, so that can come in a longer conversation. That can come in a bigger conversation, but who's got time when they're scrolling like this
I know.
for 2 or 3 minutes? You have 30 seconds to put the message out. You cannot share it in 30 seconds or
No.
2 minutes or 3 minutes. No, you have to have a deep relationship with someone to have a conversation that goes all the way around like this.
True, so true. Oh my goodness, this is so true and beautiful.
That's right. So you have to have a conversation in order for that to happen. So all you can do is say, yes, I can meet you for a conversation at such and such a time. I can meet you for a conversation at such and such a time. I can offer an affordable opportunity for you at this time. I can offer a high ticket opportunity for you at this time. I can offer an annual opportunity for you at this time. This is when I can do that. I can schedule that for you. I can have that conversation with you at that time, and I can build the relationship for you in this way. This is how you have to have a boundary. That's a masculine to have a boundary. The feminine, she has no boundary. She's like a flower or a bird. She is free. She just goes here and she goes there and she goes there. She's beautiful all the time. Beauty, beauty, beauty. I say this is how she is.
Yeah.
This is beauty and wisdom here. There's two here.
Beautiful. Wow. Amazing. No, that's such an amazing view. I resonate 100% on that. And also for me, I think in order to offer also a retreat, before offering, for instance, like a meditation or some movements or some pranic things or like breathing, you kind of have to introduce why you do that, who you are to offer that. It's not just a mechanical movement. Like it can change. I mean, I can raise my and just be gymnastic stuff, or I can do that consciously with a breathing, with a visualization, with a meaning. And so for me, it's very important because for me, I don't want to teach like just movement. You know, I have something that I want to share that is not just physical. It's more integrative. It's more holistic. And it involves, you know, energy at all levels of being. You know.
So this is it. Like when I have a conversation with someone, it could just be, about the weather. It can just be the top level of conversation. But if the person wants it to go deeper, they'll allow it to go deeper. But you cannot make the person to go deeper. Like you can try, like I want you to understand that this movement means something more. But if the person is not ready to receive something more from you, then they won't receive it. It doesn't matter. So like when you're in a loving relationship, then you listen to the other a little bit more.
True. Yes.
So it has to be in a loving relationship. So that means you have to bring your relationship to that point that the person respects you enough to make the time to spend the 90 minutes with you that it's going to take for you to explain that to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally.
That takes a deeper relationship. So that comes from like time. You cannot make a relationship go like that.
No.
A relationship is coming over time. So if you share something, it may begin a relationship. But if you share it again and you share it again and you share it again, if you share it for some time, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, maybe 7 years, if you share it for 10 years, then maybe someone sees it and they say, look, I've been seeing that guy for some time. Now it resonates at this time. At this moment, I'm ready to receive and go and listen to him now. Then the time is right for that person. But the message stays all the time the same, but the person becomes ready when they are ready, not when you want them to be. No matter how much you want them to be, it doesn't make them be, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah, it can happen also to your closest friends or family members. They're completely against what you do, and then they blossom and they change and they really come and reach, can you tell me this or that? And it can last maybe a period, and then, it's always like life is waves, up and down, a constant change. So, but I see that all the time, also in personal life, that this happens all the time.
So that happens through relationship, right?
Yeah.
Relationship is the true currency. Emotion and health and relationship are the true currency.
Yeah.
Where magic can happen in relationship, in collaboration, in the between two, something powerful, some force can happen, that the two can come together and they can make a vision on something that's bigger and better for both of them, that the both of them can put their power toward it, then they can create something with force. It can create something that has like greater power than the one of them by themselves.
True. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
This can happen between two. If two come together with that idea, then they can make a plan for something like that. Doesn't make sense.
Yes, yeah. And I like very much your approach that you're waiting until the person is ready. So it creates automatically quality in what you offer, because if the person is not ready, doesn't recognize the quality of what you're sharing, whatever level it is, personal.
It's not the right time. It's not the right time, but you still continue again. And then you say again, hello, how are you today? Are you ready to have a conversation today? Maybe today they're ready, but maybe you have to wait again. That's how it goes.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's okay. But this is a masculine that is persistent, consistent. He's staying to the course. It's a masculine energy that does that. So the human has to have a masculine energy that keeps it going. And the human also must have this feminine energy developed that is capable of sacrificing them deeply for that person when they do come.
Yes, absolutely.
That is capable of loving that person, listening to that person, being empathetic and compassionate with that person. Yes, the man has to develop his feminine. The woman has to develop her masculine. This is how it goes. Exactly. So we need 2 points of view to share those ideas, because one man needs to hear and develop his feminine, and one woman needs to hear and develop her masculine.
True,
so we need the 2.
Yeah, it's like a mirror. It's like a mirror, and it works that way, And also, if you go outside the human being, also if you look into nature, it's all like that. From animal, plants, everything works with the 2 different energies of the feminine and masculine in different interpretation, different ways, but it is like that. So
yes,
exactly.
Nice. Okay, yes, we see 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 hands, 2 nose, 2 lips, right? This is how the human is. This is like how we are. So to see the truth is to see the 2 in you, and the 2 in your life. Yeah. And when you can see the 2 whole, then you can make something new.
Yes. And plus, I mean, if you also look at different things that say also in Hinduism, and yogic teachings, you see 2 energetic lines, the Ida and Pingala, across the main, energy, the Kundalini. So this is positive and negative, feminine and masculine, and they interact and they cross and
duality.
Exactly. It's there everywhere. It's up to us to balance that and recognize inside of us that we do. All of us have that. So exactly. Sometimes you can spend more, to be more like have more energy on one side or the other, but ultimately the more balanced they are, the more complete you are as a being, which is not feminine or masculine, is a whole being.
God is 2. God is not man or woman. God is androgynous.
Exactly.
God is both, whole, both. Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. What a beautiful conversation.
There we go. So we are free. Yes, we are free. Then this way that we can see that we are there. But it's like you need the 2 sides to kind of collaborate and kind of come to that crescendo to see the both points of view and to explain them both in a way that you can see the way. It needs a masculine and a feminine side to see it.
Yes, yes.
It needs both to see
Yeah,
it.
it needs externally, as because our human beings are materialized. So externally, we have this example. Internally, as pure energy, we have it internally. And these two channels, they cross here on, on the third eye, and that where the light generates. Once, yeah, okay. So the knowledge, the understanding generates as one.
Yes,
so
right.
That's the main goal.
Yes. And we see every 7 years is like opening another chakra. So, 7, 14, 21, all the way 35, 42, 49.
Yeah.
You're all 7 chakras open, 49. You're 50 years old. You're beyond 49, beyond 50. You can see it.
Exactly.
It's open for you. Okay. So it's the second half of your life. Mm-hmm. That you can become free. It's not whether or not you are woman or man. It's not whether you're rich or poor. It's not whether you are meat eater or vegan. It's not whether if you're pranic or jerk. It doesn't matter what it is you are. It's like you just coming to a point in your life like you have a lifetime.
Yes.
That's what you have.
Yeah.
Everyone has a lifetime. Mm-hmm. Okay, at some point you're coming to the middle of your life. Now you have lived half of your life. Now you can choose. Do you want the second half of your life to be the same as the first half? Or do you want the second half of your life to be different? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes. And how do you want it to be different? Do you want it to be more happy and peaceful and loving? Do you want it to be more accepting and forgiving and balanced and whole? Would you like to be more abundant and prosperous and free? Well, if that's the case, well, then the second half of your life, you'd best take physical and mental actions that are aligned with those things. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So true, so true. And, for something that maybe for you and I that are a little bit in this field for quite some time is natural for us to think that way, but for maybe other people that are more, like thinking about other things, hearing these things can be like, wow, I never thought about that. Oh, wow, truly, I should maybe invest into looking into a little bit betterment or improvement or changes in my life to feel even, more happy, because
that's it.
Yeah, not everybody, we take for granted that this is our way of life, for us it's normal but for other people, maybe they never really even heard such approach.
Yes.
To, so you never know, even if you speak and one person is touched by this or starts to think about or ponder or make some little changes, like it can really, maybe improve a little the quality of life, even just starting the day meditating 10 minutes or moving lymphatic flow exercise we were talking about.
That's how it's starting. Those are the ways that we start it. That's how we train it. That's how we develop. That's how it grows. That's how it grows in you. It's a change of thought and food and breath and movement. It's a change of 4 things in your life. Your movement is different. Your breathing is different. Yeah. Your nourishment is different. Your nourishment, physical nourishment that you eat and consume, and the mental nourishment that you eat and consume. This is a change to those things if you want to change your outcome within the being.
Yes, absolutely.
You are in complete control of the being if you control the thinks and the drinks that go into the being. If you control what is going in through the center of the being by what you think and say, and you control what you put in, then you are in control of what's inside of the being. So then you are in control of what is coming out.
Exactly.
So then you take full control. You are fully responsible for the being.
Yes, exactly.
See that you are creator of your reality that way.
It's very much
okay, so each one is to see that sometime they must see that in their life. So if you come to that and you realize that, so now you have a responsibility because you know that you are creator. You have a responsibility as a creator to share what you learned because it was given to you. You didn't just get it.
Yes. Yeah.
So you have a responsibility. If you get it, you must share it.
Yeah, and sharing can take different ways. Somebody may be very good with words or with writing or with art, whichever is your form of sharing. Doesn't really need to be one specific. But I like what you said, about being responsible for what goes into your mouth, because I think lots of people think about, okay, I'll put this in my mouth, but they don't think that is going to affect also what goes out of your mouth in words, actions, thoughts. Because sometimes, even if without thinking about being vegan or vegetarian or meat, it doesn't matter. But sometimes we all eat something and it doesn't agree with us, and that's gonna our thoughts become more angry or upset or and then the words too can be impacted.
That's
Not because we want, it's just that the body is not feeling good, and so it reflects whichever it is, vegan or meat. It doesn't really matter. Everybody has their own way of living, so it's so true, like in and out. It's a portal. It's a portal of food, energy condensed, but also energy as air into your ether as word and creation.
That's how you create from there. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very, very true. Like, you're very, very wise human being. Yes.
Lovely. Nice to have a chat with you today. Nice.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so this is it. It's a beginning conversation today. We seeing eye to eye, and this is how, when you see eye to eye, then now you can sort of pull on the same side of the rope, right?
Yeah.
When you get on the same side of the rope, now you can pull together and create something new and different together.
Yes. And if people are listening to this and they want any, they contact you or me or anything, and they want to have like a class,
whatever they feel they want to contact, they contact.
Yes, definitely, because we're more than happy to explore possibilities and, different levels online or live, or we've been thinking about this for a little while, and then
we just brainstorming, but we're making a plan. We're making a plan
for a year, me and you, but sooner or later we'll get there.
All right. Thank you so much for the chat today.
Thank you, John. Many blessings to you. Take care.